add a new listing into Geodirectory on the Frome Chamber website. So first of all, we need to be logged into the website and go to the dashboard. Coming down the side, we can see various plugins, and we want to add something into Geodirectory. This is the plugin that we're using, but actually we need to go to Places, because the way that it's manages the listings is it creates a place for each listing. So we need to go to Places, and then we can see all of the listings that we've got here, and you can just click into one of them and edit it if you want to. And so we're going to add a new one. So at the top, we just click Add New, and adding the title. Now, we need to be able to get the location of the listing, because that is how the directory works, and we need to be able to put a map pin on it and make sure we've got the address. So presumably you'll have the address through the member submission, but in case you don't, a useful thing to do is to go onto Google Maps and then just type in the organisation, and most businesses have a listing, or if you know what the address is, you can type in the address. And we can also find the latitude and longitude here. It's another way of doing it. You can either move the pin into the right place, or you can get the latitude and longitude. So that's an option there. So we'll just come back to that in a moment. So we've got our new listing for cheese and grain. We're going to take the text that they've provided and add that in to the listing there. We want to select a category for it, depending on what industry it is. And then we need to add the location. So I'm just going to go back to the Google Maps listing, and we can see that they've got a listing on Google Business. So their address is in here, and you will have this as well. So we just need to copy the address from wherever you have got it and add it into address. But then we need to just take the postcode and pop it in the postcode field. Now, unfortunately, the map doesn't set itself, which is slightly annoying, but the default location is in Frome, so you shouldn't need to go very far. What you can do is you can zoom into the map, and if you move the map around, or you can move the pin into the place that you want it to be, or we can do the latitude and longitude down here. So either will work. In fact, we can just zoom in here. We can see that the cheese and grain is just there. We know where it is, but if you're not quite sure where something is, or if it's in the right place, if you go into your Google Map listing, you can see the red pin for the cheese and grain. If you right click on it, these numbers at the top are the latitude and the longitude. So if you just click on them, it will automatically copy it to your clipboard, and then we can come back to our listing and copy and paste. Now it's listing both of them together, so we need to remove the second part, or the longitude part, and just cut that and paste it into the bottom one. Now there's some weird glitch that's happening on my computer. It may or may not happen on yours, but it's removing the second point. Can you see that the latitude is 51 point, a series of numbers? So this one needs to be 2 point, because in fact it'll be pointing to the wrong place. Now the map won't update until you update the listing. So if we just go up and, well, actually we can just publish this listing as it's a completely new one. And when we scroll down now, it should be in the right place. Latitude and longitude is slightly off. Google Maps is slightly off, but it's close enough. So we want to also add any other data that you have for the listing: the phone number, the email, website. There are also fields for other things, but I believe we're not using them. And we can also add an image as well. So if we go up to the right hand side, we can see place attachments here, and we can select files. Unfortunately, we can't connect it to a file already uploaded, so we have to upload it from scratch. So we'll find our cheese and grain logo and upload it. There it is now, and just update the listing, and that's it.